Well, my goodness, it is very strange indeed how things tend to work themselves out. There's a word, it's called karma. Yeah, it's karma. Of course, the other night, there was a Connecticut Sun Indiana Fever game.
What goes around comes around, and Marina Mabrey just learned that the hard way. After getting away with a dirty play on Caitlin Clark that should have gotten her ejected, Mabrey walked off the court like she was untouchable. The referees gave her a slap on the wrist. The WNBA quietly upgraded her foul after the game, and she even bragged about making money off the controversy on TikTok.
J.C. Sheldon viciously poked Caitlin Clark in the eye, and as she was reeling from that, Marina Mabrey came in with the Kennedy Carter body slam, heard around the world, just slammed into the side of Caitlin Clark and sent her viciously flying to the floor.
The moment Marina Mabrey launched herself into Caitlin Clark, sending the superstar crashing to the floor, you could feel the entire arena hold its breath. This wasn't an accidental collision on a fast break, this was a full-speed, blindside hit. And it came right after J.C. Sheldon had already poked.
Oh, and Marina Mabrey's going to get ejected. If the officials saw that, Marina Mabrey is going to get ejected.
Well, they're going to go and look at it.
All they had to do was just eject her. All they had to do was eject her, and none of this happens. If the referees had ejected Marina Mabrey, nothing else happens. The Sophie Cunningham situation does not.
Let's be real about what happened. Mabrey came charging across the court with zero intention of making a basketball play. She threw her entire body into Clark like she was trying out for the Indianapolis Colts. The impact sent Clark stumbling backward, stunned. It wasn't a foul, it was an assault disguised as basketball. The crowd erupted. Even casual fans could see it crossed every line of sportsmanship. Arena cameras caught fans jumping out of their seats, pointing at the replay in disbelief. Commentators called it what it was.
Of course, many of you were like, can we ban her? I said I thought she ought to get 10 games for the incident, really and truly. And part of that is, simply put, send the rest of the league a message. The WNBA missed an opportunity to take that. By the way, referees completely bleeped that whole thing up. I mean, they effed it up royally, right? And then after the fact, they came back and said, oh yeah, it's a flagrant 2. You don't say. You don't say. Kathy Engelbert, get some real referees and fire every one of them.
And here's where things got absolutely ridiculous. The officials reviewed that blatant body check and somehow decided Mabrey only deserved a technical foul, but wait, it gets worse. They also gave Clark a technical for pushing back after getting her eye gouged. Yes, you read that right, the victim got penalized. While the aggressor walked away with a slap on the wrist, Coach Stephanie White was furious, and rightfully so. After the game, she told reporters, I started talking to the officials in the first quarter. We knew this was going to happen. She didn't hold back, calling out the league's failure to protect Clark. This wasn't new, it had been building all season. The WNBA knew they got it wrong. Hours after the game, they quietly upgraded Mabrey's
So Caitlin Clark gets poked in the eye. Marina Mabrey doesn't even see what happens, and she just decides to clean Caitlin Clark out of it. And the referees just said, nah, it was not worth an injection. So Caitlin dribbles. Look at how far she is away from the ball, by the way. Look at how far she is away from the ball. Like, that's literally, she's nowhere near the ball. She just jumps at her face. And then she belly bumps Caitlin. Caitlin retaliates by shoving in an unsportsmanlike manner, according to the referees. And then Marina Mabrey comes from nowhere.
What did Mabrey do next? She hopped on TikTok and bragged, every time they comment, I make dollars, she said. She was actually proud of body-checking Clark and profiting off the backlash. Mabrey thought she'd beaten the...
Marina Mabrey commented on TikTok about the whole situation, and this is what she said. Every time they comment, I make dollars.
But karma has a funny way of keeping score. While Mabrey celebrated her payday and the officials scrambled to save face, the Fever players were watching. They made a decision: if the referees wouldn't protect Clark, they would. Sophie Cunningham had that look in her eyes, you know the one. Cold. Calculated. As the final minute of the Fever's dominant 88-71 win ticked away, she wasn't thinking about the scoreboard.
Can't keep my hands to myself. I mean, I could, but why would I want to?
Mabrey. That's a flagrant foul.
This was the most beast mode thing that I've seen a woman do in WNBA.